Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here and welcome to another episode of Manufactio. So I've just made a bit of a change to my processing up here and I've added routers. Each of the routers have a particular pulverized material added to them because this is my backup at the moment left. So what I've done, and I'll just try and actually, let's go a little bit further along here. I've put an advanced bin and then a hopper into the top of this guy, just so it can hold, what, 2,000 something odd dusts. So you'll see in a moment, there's a lot more than that in this pile. Oop, it's not exactly where I wanted it to go because it's just got a derped on me. That's fine, it'll make its way through. Some of that dust is apparently spilled out. Ew, a fair bit of that dust is apparently spilled out. So look at that, that's full already, and you'll see the blob will probably continue around. What did I end up with? Some iron. Can I put them in there? A little bit of it. So that will hopefully minimize what we've got going on floating around through the top here. I can't get back up there now. Oh, zap. The only way to get around is all the way around the top here. I think it should allow things to force their way through. That's my hope, is that is what it'll allow. And they won't just get all blocked up in front. So these ones down here will still accept multiple different ones, these three. But this one here, so each thing has its own. That one's gold. This is on silver. Oh, here comes the blobs. They're still going around. You can see just how much iron was in there. It's aluminium. This one would be lead. So these guys, so I got 2,000. So they are full like that. They are chock-a-block. Let's go this way. There's not a lot of silver in it. I think that one was silver, wasn't it? Yeah, not a lot of silver. But there's still plenty of iron and plenty of copper floating through there. There was pollution getting trapped underneath this glass ceiling thing that I put in. So I went ahead and made the chimneys. So these are iron plate chimneys. So that's made... Oops. Iron... Wow, typing's good today. Iron plate chimney. It's just 6 iron plates and you get 8 for that. And I went and made some vents and they didn't work for me, but that's 4 of the chimneys. And I made the pump. So that's just a block of coal, couple of redstone repeaters and some of those vents. So they require a redstone signal. You can see it's lit up red there. I've probably, where did I put the lever on that one? Underneath it, I think. Same over here, the lever's underneath. But they actually pump the pollution out through the top. So nothing gets really caught under here. It kind of sucks it up and pushes it out through the hole on the top, which is cool. Oop, bit of a spike there. So I did turn the crushers back on and then turn them all back off again because you can see just how much is still floating around in the system. So the idea here is to give me just that little bit of extra backlog once things are under control, to be able to, wow, look at all those ingots going through. It drops pretty quickly too, so I don't know how. I think this is probably just filling up the... Let's drop down on this one. Probably just filling up the hopper. Yeah, it's just filling the hopper. Once the hopper's full, we're going to have the issue where this is going to be chock-a-block and this will be chock-a-block, and it'll be as long as it takes to process after that point. It's fast, but we do need to get into module upgrades to make them faster. So that's something I wouldn't mind looking at. I did start looking into military science. Now I went and made the recycler in between episodes. That's this guy here. So it's just a lot of light engineering blocks and some fences. The tiny in, a small energy in hatch at the top, and then there's the ludicrous item output. You can see it's pulling out some dirt. So I went and grabbed my whatever it was, the polluted earth and the advanced bin, and I've just dropped him here. You can see he's getting down. And you can see just how much resources I'm getting from it. So 385 dirt, 190 sand, and then we've got some other bits and pieces that I probably can't use that much yet. But these are the outputs that you get from processing the polluted. I do a right click on here, or a use. You got a 64% chance of dirt, 32 of sand, sulfur, destabilize clathrate, energize clathrate, electrotine, and resonant clathrate. So I'm getting, there's a 1% chance of that, so I've got 6. Thought that was something rolling up on me, and pretty sure I'm on easy. As I've said before, I don't tend to play much over easy because I even play Factorio on no biters. That's just how I play. But I tend to, in between episodes, turn it on to peaceful to set things up. This is connected via pipework here, and that just slowly extracts the items as it needs it. Yes, all my pipework, my base is slow, but this isn't a race. This is me trying to get through the pack and not fail too badly. Got another little setup here that I started for going into the military science, as I was saying. So that's here, basic assembler. Frag grenades. So if you look at science, military science requires, do it in a standard assembler, frag grenades, pistol magazine, and concrete. Now, concrete can be made a couple of ways. One is by chiseling other concrete. Another is by putting hardened stone, so 9 hardened stone, a little bit of water and some concrete. We can use the slag that we've already got and get 12 with a bit of gravel and some clay. Clay can come from slag as well. It also comes from clay. And gravel, you can pump cobble in and get gravel out. Or we can set up the cobble gen with an iron hammer to make gravel. Now, I did go ahead and set up a cobble gen. So this is the modular machinery cobble gen. So we've got controller, fluid in, item out, and then in the back we have an item in. Item in just has an iron pickaxe in it, which doesn't get used. That's kind of like the recipe indicator. In the front here we've got 64 cobble. I put a bucket of each fluid, both water and lava, in the sides here. Now for every piece of cobble it uses 1 millibucket. So for a bucket of each you're going to get 1,000 cobble. Now I don't know if we've got block breakers in this. Block break. I don't think we do. No, so I mean it's the only way to make cobble, I believe, short of doing it manually or mining. I mean, we could set up like a, well, if we've got in the way of the builder uses, that's card. Yeah, so we've just got the shape card. We don't have the mining card, I don't think. Quarry? No, that's been disabled. I do think later on we have the ability to get to like the digital miner. Is that in this? Maybe not yet. But there'll be ways of getting cobble later, but at the meantime, concrete's going to be a fun task to get into. So yeah, that's one part of it, is making the grenades, and I guess we can use the grenades if we need to. I will need to hook this up to the system so that grenades can go somewhere. And I just chose to place it here in the middle because it was a nice big open area, and I didn't want to run tons and tons of conduit or of item ducts everywhere. This is highly inefficient. highly inefficient. I could just run one underneath there, right? So we've got few more machines that we need to make. Got not a lot of room in my inventory, even with the extra rows. That's because I've got all these things of dust, pulverized material. Let's ditch the pulverized material. We are low on iron too, look at that. 4,000. Can you take all that back? I know that's just going to add to your pile of junk that's up there. But that's fine. Yeah, everything good? Looks like the pile of stuff's coming back. We're lucky if we're getting through, what, 12 iron before the pile comes back. So that's unfortunate. Again, it'll get there. That's just, this is the way I was thinking we can best do it for now. I don't know too many other ways of doing this. It's just gonna have to be what it is. At least till things catch up. Right, so everything is still off at the moment in terms of mines. Really interesting conversation in the Discord lately about the modular boiler setup. And I forget, let me just see here. I can't even pronounce the name. Salazar, maybe. Has a really interesting setup for the boiler and a generator. So I'm gonna try that out when I get a chance, because it looks very efficient, and it comes down to not needing something so big. You can literally get away with a boiler that's basically the footprint of a generator. So that's really interesting, and I'd like to try that out. But if you all that sort of stuff happens on the Discord, so if you're playing through the game, go and check out the PAX Discord, because there's a lot of really good players on, all playing through the pack and adding their bits and pieces of how they're doing things, and definitely get some great ideas from there. And there's a couple of other YouTubers playing through, and there's links for their episodes up there as well. So go and check out the Discord for the pack. I'll probably throw a link down, if I can, in the description below. And if you're interested and you're on Discord, don't forget, I have a Discord as well, and my link is always in my description. You may need to scroll a little bit for it, but it's down there. But yeah, come and join us. Watch me die. Come and join us and have a chat about all my episodes and all my games that I play through. And yeah, great place to have a chat, pretty much. Now, what was I going to do this episode? I was going to try and set up automated magazines. I don't think I'm at the point of being able to set up automated concrete yet. I think I need to do a little bit of work before I do that. Don't know if we can use the builder to mine out things. Be very interesting, because the builder is not blocked behind anything. This guy here. And I don't know if the shape card can just be... Don't know if I can just... Yeah, I don't think I can use it to clear out a space, but I could use the builder, and it's a fairly cheap recipe there. I could use it to put together some of these machines. So that's something I'm going to look into, but not right now. Quickly back to the book. Same before, this does not do what I wanted it to do, the copy paste gadget. It is unable to copy the entities. So I can't use it to copy the machines, because most of the blocks on there, like the inserters and most of the modular machinery stuff, is an entity. So kind of rules that one out, which is a bummer for sure. That's what we were going to do. We're going to do modules. So this is just a checkbox one. Tick. basically, thought I heard something. Basically, the modules, and we go into the book. Got this thing down the bottom here, guide to the modules. Most of the machines can handle modules being placed in them. Apparently, that's a placeholder. We can't put bedrock in. If I go to automation, got these productivity modules, efficiency and speed. So productivity have a chance of not consuming materials on each craft at the cost of increased RF a tick and longer crafting times. That's not what I want. Efficiency reduces the RF per tick by 30%. That's okay. And speed, plus 20% speed, plus 50% RF a tick required. So I'd like to do both this one and the efficiency. So we're going to need 100 of each science, research stuff. Should be fine for that. Let me clear them out. That's enough materials there for a couple of standard assemblers. Okay. You. Back. And... no, that was that one. You. Okay. Put that away. Two of them. Claim that. Very nice. Claimed. Claim that. Okay, so we now have efficiency and speed modules. If I type in here, module, how do we make these guys? They are in a standard assembler with, yeah, okay, standard assembler, lead ingot, 5 advanced, 5 basic. I've been meaning to do this for a while, and I'm going to use the materials I've got in my inventory here. Been meaning to set up an assembler, just a standard assembler over here, to do these random sort of one-off things that tend to need to happen. So let's build it here, and I'm going to remember how to build it because it's been a while. Where are you? Inputs, let's do the inputs. 3 of them, 1 here. I think that's there, and gearbox in the middle. Output. Need that down, and power. Small power. Machine casing? One of them. Oh, you know what I'm missing? Steel block things. I wonder if I've got any of them made. Completely spaced on getting them. I need a couple of those. Are they? Steel. Not that. Steel sheet metal. Just a couple of steel plates. Have any in here? I don't know if I've got the ability to do the whole... No. I think I've tried that before too. Pressing the button. I don't think Quark's in this pack. Oh, I know I had some somewhere. And now I have an itchy nose. That's going to be great. It would probably be quicker for me to just go and get some, wouldn't it? There's one. Okay, that's fine. Zap. Steel sheet metal's here. That's an advance, so I should be able to... Yes, grab it. Is the cable really that low? Honestly? Goodness me. Need another crafting station too. Work table thing. Okay. That should be what I need. Did I make it right? No. What did I do wrong? Not you. Standard. In, out. It's not doing what I want. All right. I've built so many of these, and I always seem to make a mess of them. Hence why I wanted a ability to copy paste them. What am I doing wrong? Is it a tiny or is it a small? It's a small. Using a small energy input hatch. In cable. Machine casing. Out. That's it. I'm going home. I've had enough. I don't know what I've done. It's fine. I also can't see my my recording software anymore. That's great. Alright, let me I'll be back. So for those of you playing along at home, if you guessed that I was using a small item output instead of a tiny item output, then you would be correct. Whoops. Goodness me. Module. I'll get there, right? So we're going to do... I need lead and I need silver. So let me find a spot to offload all of this stuff because I'm carrying far too much stuff around. And I had a drone coming in. You might have seen that just as I hit cut on the video. You may have seen that there was a drone coming in. Luckily the little Gatling cannon thing spun up and indicated that there was incoming. Thank goodness for that. Otherwise I would have been chopped to bits. Alright, let's see. You're that. No, not you. A cable. I'll take some of them. You do over here somewhere. It's you, isn't it? Is it this one? Yes, I'm going to take half of them too. Build me some things. And then I want some lead. Because I need, I mean, I have 10 of these guys. I need 10 of each. So what, like, take half a stack of that. It's 10 I want silver, correct? Yep, half a stack of silver, cool. So, the other thing I need to do over here is I need to hook some power up. That would be wise. MVY connector. There. Cable somewhere there so we can get zapped. Excellent. Wow, 5 of each. I probably should have grabbed a stack of each. It's all right. Have that. You can have that. And let's start with 3. There we go, it's processing. So we'll grab 3 of those ones and then I'll grab 3 of the other ones. And we'll get at least the iron. Iron, copper maybe? Because the iron is definitely one that's going to be needed. And you can see this is a fairly slow process. This is weird. Sometimes it breaks everything. Sometimes it does whatever it wants. But I'm fine with that because the things falling on the ground is annoying. Got to admit. All right. Efficiency module. Nice. You can have all this. So, what did we say? Efficiency module does what? Which? Which? Efficiency is reducing the power consumption. And most of the machines can handle them. So we've got our controller here. If I go back to the book, modules, we can do most of them, pretty much all the machines so far. I can put one of these in this guy and it will use less power. I can put one here. Efficiency goes, you gotta be careful where each one goes too. So efficiency for the furnace thing is this one here. And in this one it would be right in the middle, it looks like. Yeah. So if I was going to put an efficiency module on here, I'd put it in that gearbox. Replace the gearbox with this. So for example, we can do that. We can take this one and put the efficiency module in. It should still say standard assembler. And then if we get our paranoia, it's over here. It'll actually use less power. And then once I get these next ones, we can speed up the process, which will then increase. So I'm taking off 30% power and then I'm going to add on 50%. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more hungry in power, but we should get our outputs a lot quicker. This will happen eventually. I'm going to need to sit down and make a bunch of these. So speed module, speed's the fan looking one. Go back here, the fan looking one in this case goes underneath the controller. It seems to be underneath the controller in most of the modules. So once these still going? If I break this now, I don't know whether I'll lose my materials. So that's a reason why I'm not gonna do this straight away. But let's go over here. And if I lose a little bit of this, I'm not all that worried. Let's pop that one. And while we're at that one, and we put you there and you there, and that should, whoa. That sped it up a little. Very nice. So I do need to make a bunch of these, and obviously there's tiers. So there's a guy here somewhere. Where is he? What is he? There it is, drone. Whoops. Hey buddy, there's a post there. Uh-oh. Thanks. Yeah. So speed modules here, I can then break that one. Grab our speed module. Nice. And that should be faster now. So how many do I have left? Yeah, so half a stack wasn't nearly enough. But I can now upgrade. What else we got? It's doing okay. Should now be able to upgrade this guy. So on there. On there. Go. There we go. There we go. Speeding up. Look at that. So cool. Where was the cable above my head then? I was over here. Yeah, so that should hopefully increase the output of this a little bit. As I said, there's more modules as we unlock. I need to get Advanced Electronics 2, which is this guy here, which is the elite circuits. And the fabricator for crafting advanced energy-based military technology. I could do that now. I could go and claim that now, and we could look at doing these guys. Automation 4. Advanced assembler multi-block. Nah. That being said, what's that? Work table. Think I need to get myself a couple of these. So that's fairly cheap. Some copper wire, chests, and some advanced circuits. So I'm going to build a couple more work tables because I tend to, you know, not be able to save whatever I'm making now, and then I end up with all this junk in here that I don't really need, and it's becoming a bit of a pain. Anyway, I'll get there. So I'm gonna wrap up now, and hope you all enjoyed the episode. Leave your comments down below. Still a bunch of work to be done in the episode and the packs and series, I should say. There's still tons and tons of research to get through. I haven't gone to make myself any better weaponry yet. Still using the pistol. Do need to get into batteries and some better power generation. Eventually we get nuclear. Flux ducts would be nice. Ability to use something other than cabling on this wire. It'll be expensive, but less hazardous to my health. And I can run them underground then, which would be nice. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.